Chapter 1, Part 3. Neither was the otter, but again there was a streak of bubbles on the surface of the river. "Well, well," said the rat, "I suppose we ought to be moving. I wonder which of us had better pack the luncheon basket." He did not speak, as he was frightfully eager for the treat. "Oh, please let me," said the mole, so of course the rat let him. The afternoon sun was getting low as the rat sculled gently homewards in a dreamy mood. The mole was very full of lunch, and already quite at home in a boat, or so he thought. Presently he said, "Ratty, please, I want to row now." The rat shook his head with a smile. "Not yet," he said. "Wait till you've had a few lessons. It's not so easy as it looks." The mole was quiet for a minute or two, but he began to feel more and more jealous of Rat sculling so easily along, and his pride began to whisper that he could do it every bit as well. He jumped up and seized the sculls so suddenly that the rat was taken by surprise and fell backwards off his seat and his legs in the air. The triumphant mole took his place, flung his sculls back with a flourish, and made a great dig at the water. He missed the surface altogether, his legs fell up above his head, and sploosh! Over went the boat. Oh my, how cold the water was, and oh, how very wet it felt. Then a firm paw gripped him by the back of his neck. It was the rat, and he was laughing. He propelled the helpless mole to shore and set him down on the bank, a squashy, pulpy lump of misery. The dismal mole, wet without and ashamed within, trotted about till he was fairly dry, while the rat recovered the boat and dived for the luncheon basket. As they set off again, the mole said in a low voice, "Ratty, my friend, I am very sorry indeed for my foolish conduct. My heart quite fails me when I think how I might have lost that beautiful luncheon basket. Will you forgive me?" "That's all right, bless you," responded the rat cheerily. "What's a little wet your water, Rat? Don't you think any more about it. And look here, I really think you had better come and stop with me for a little time. I'll teach you to row and to swim, and you'll soon be as handy on the water as any of us." The mole was so touched that he could find no voice to answer, and he had to brush away a tear or two with the back of his paw. When they got home, the rat made a bright fire in the parlour and planted them all in an armchair in front of it. Then he fetched down a dressing gown and slippers for him, and told him river stories till supper time. Supper was a most cheerful meal, but shortly afterwards the terribly sleepy mole had to be escorted upstairs by his considerate host to the best bedroom, where he soon laid his head on his pillow in great peace and contentment. This day was only the first of many similar ones for the mole, each of them longer and fuller of interest as the ripening summer moved onward. He learnt to swim and to row, and entered into the joy of running water.